One hot love will rise up and spread around the heart. Oh, the heart will rise up and spread around in love, and look at all around and love, and look at everything and love. Love will take you down that path of life. Open up your heart and be alright. Be alright, be alright. Favorite places in the entire world? That's would be specifically where we host the RE and family campout. Now, I had a really special day here yesterday, and I'll relate it to you. Now, you know, it's kind of funny. Every time I come in these woods, it seems, and I happen to forget my camera at home, I usually regret it. And yesterday was a classic example of that, so I'm back to try to recreate it. But some of the elements are missing, and that could be good or it could be bad depending on how you look at it. See, because this is not a well-traveled area. I was in here with my wife Susan and our dear friend Laurel yesterday. And we were in here in the late afternoon, and I was back here this morning before it was light. And just the location and, you know, the lack of human travel and whatever, the likelihood makes what happened seem less likely. But in any event, I had to reenact one part of this, which I just don't really like that, but you know, I have interacted with them through Gliss before, left my own, and we've interacted, communicated back and forth, that kind of thing. But, you know, I would really rather see the original, but what's happened, for whatever reason, like I said, I can't see human traffic in the time frame and in the location having disturbed that. So, kind of at a loss, except to say that often they will mess with you and remove personal glyphs. And I just think this is their sense of humor, just trying to get under my skin, because I was kind of like ticked off, like I couldn't believe it was gone. And the other thing is there's my raven friend. The other thing is that if you had seen the original, there you are. Yeah, I know you're not happy with me. I'm just recreating it. There he is. Oh. Oh. Right over my head. Sorry, I lost my balance because I'm on a hill. That was cool. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, so let me just get back and refresh. So I'm not sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but the original glyph is no longer here, and as is quite often the case, often they remove it. But it's kind of frustrating because if you had seen it in conjunction with the bigger replica of it we're going to come across. Okay, so like I said, the sad thing about this is that there's two glyphs involved in this. The big one we're going to come across in a bit, and the original small one. And when you saw the two together, like as soon as I saw the big one, I tied everything together, and you'll see what I mean. And Sue found the initial 2 or 3 steps in this. I just saw the big one at the end, and I said, oh my God, this is definitely what has happened here. But that glyph is gone, and kind of frustrated, and yet I'm not surprised, because that's just how they kind of do things. Now, can I even find the replica one? Okay. Yeah, I don't see that anywhere, you know, and I've been looking and looking and looking and looking, and it is not here. So here's my sad sack. Rendition. So it's kind of like an X or a stick going across a long pole or a long branch. Can you see that? Frustrating. This is really nothing like what the original was. So we were here with Laurel, and I'll get into some more of that stuff too, because that was cool. And Sue was down here by herself, and she called me down. She noticed this. She said, look at this. So there was this glyph here, which is not the original, but sorry, that's the best we can do. And so then I was led down here, and Sue saw a couple tracks. Now, I put this little stick on the ground. I'm trying to recreate stuff. But she saw a couple tracks, and it looked like the, you know, the stride, you know, quite a long stride was used between them. It was more like a scuff mark, a really nice track, and a partial track or something, but pretty obvious what it was. And this is still fairly intact. There's the track there. So Sue was leading me down here. We saw the glyph, then this track, and indications of a few other tracks. I guess I should get another picture of that track. And I'm walking down here. So we had the original glyph, the little trackway with one really, really nice track. And then down here in a direct line with the original glyph and the trackway is the big version of the glyph that is no longer there. Thanks, guys. Like I said, I don't know if it made the story better or worse, but I don't think that people remove that or disturb that. I really don't. I really don't. But anyway, so the original was much more compelling, you know, in reference to this one, because as soon as I saw this, it was like, oh, okay, wow, there it is. Now sometimes these long sticks with the sticks across them, my understanding is that they can indicate distance and direction, you know, from how they're pointing, and how far the cross stick is up the shaft of the longer one would indicate direction. So if this side was the beginning of the map or whatever, or the direction indicator, then the closer to the tip of this up the shaft to this tip would indicate a shorter distance, and this would indicate a longer one. And then the direction seems to be pointing to the mountains in behind here, which is perfectly perfectly in sync with my understanding, because that's one of the places where we see them come down from and have interaction with them. So yeah, not happy about that glyph being moved, and yet maybe it's a good thing, but that's what happened. So as we were heading out, we felt a different kind of energy. I think I mentioned it first. Oh, and needless to say, we could all feel the presence of the Sasquatch people around us, you know, throughout the entire visit here. It was quite strong, so our friends were with us, and you know, once I got that greeting coming in, it's kind of a given that they're going to be with us, or more interactive, I should say. But at one point, as we were walking out, I felt, gosh, I just thought I saw something again. I keep having these things where I'm seeing stuff out of my periphery, or just quick glimpses of things. Really interesting. Sorry. Something startles you like that, kind of interrupt your story. Yeah. That's interesting. I wonder where that's going to go. Laurel, our friend Laurel, dear friend Laurel, says that it's elementals trying to reach out to me or whatever, and that's kind of in a natural development, or a natural evolution, I guess, from Sasquatch. Not that one's better than the other, or you're moving on from one to the other, but just, you know, more doors are opening up. So maybe that's what's happening. But anyway, sorry I transgressed. So, we felt this energy kind of coming at us, and once again it was kind of in the bro, you know, hit me in the bro region or whatever, but it was actually no, yeah, it did initially, and then it was like in the third eye, and my third eye was tingling, and I remember remarking that the energy felt heavy and dense, and Laurel agreed. She had a little bit different description, but she agreed with the heavy and dense thing, and but not, you know, ominous in any way. It felt very, very good, but yeah, it was, I don't know, it was like we were between dimensions or something, I think is how Laurel described it. And you know, I felt like that a few times too, and I mean, not with mind expanding drugs either, but naturally. So I can remember one time thinking a few years back, oh, it must be 5-6 years ago now, I was at work and I was involved in a really intense phase of this journey I'm on, and I remember thinking that my head and my body, or my consciousness, was in one place and my body was in another place, and the separation seemed really, really defined, and you know, stuff of that nature. So anyway, yeah, that energy was amazing. The whole day was actually amazing. It was well, I guess it was subtle in a way. If Sue hadn't had those good eyes and spotted that trackway and those glyphs, I mean, wow, that was amazing. And then when I came onto the bigger one and tied it all together, that was like bingo. But you know, she was the one who got that going, and just the energy exchange of the day was amazing, I think, you know, from my interpretation. And I really wanted to share that with you, and disappointed about that glyph not being there, and at the same time, go figure. Wow. Yesterday and today are turning out to be quite the day. Now, I just had one of those periphery things again, where I thought I saw something. This time I got that whoosh, that big, like, rush of adrenaline. I don't know what it was, but that was weird. Just had the ravens fly over a couple times. I captured the one time when I almost fell there. Flying directly overhead calling. I love that kind of stuff. Okay, so this is weird. Now, once again, I'm kicking myself. There's a glyph I'm going to show you on the ground. And I was even wondering if it was a glyph. You know, I got a pretty high standard for myself, so sometimes trust is more in order. I don't know. But it wasn't like 100% obvious, so I was, Didn't even take a picture, although I was going to take a picture, and I thought I should take a picture. Didn't take a picture. So here I am, right here now, and I haven't really gone anywhere. Well, I mean, I walked down like a few feet here and there to shoot that little pathway and stuff, and do that, but not really. And this glyph is significantly different. I mean, it's not even close. Had almost like a banner glyph off to the right. You know what? I'm not even going to describe it. Oop. Get this into focus. Sorry, I'm not even really going to describe it because it was significantly different, and you probably, the description's not going to help you much. Just going to have to, take my word for it that I am 110% positive, as positive as anything I've ever experienced with them. Well, strong statement, but let me put it this way. I'm positive that glyph has moved since I've been here. 110%. And that is cool. God, I wish I had taken that before picture. And it's funny because I was thinking, maybe I should take a picture. You guys. I don't know if you guys are laughing, listening along with this, but it's pretty cool and it's pretty funny. And, look at that, yeah. Sorry I don't have the before picture, guys, but significantly different. Significantly, and different in a way that it couldn't have just been kicked. Deliberately moved. So, I love that. Love that, love that, love that. Yeah, sorry, kind of been rambling a little bit today, but some dramatic stuff's happened. And right off the bat, I was here like, good 40-45 minutes or so before dawn, just so I could see everything undisturbed, and I was pretty perturbed when I could not find that initial glyph. So, a little put off, but I think the story still, shows pretty good. And I think you get the idea of how the two glyphs were related in the trackway, and but it was the energy that was the big thing. The energy we were all feeling. We all knew our friends were around. There was something going on with that dense, thick energy that was just like tingling in my third eye region, and then of course the energies that affected me in the the boys, okay, perineum. I don't know. Don't want to be crude, but I'm not sure perineum's the right word, but you know what I mean. So, amazing day, and there was one last thing that we saw on the way out. Oh yeah, here it is, and this is undisturbed, and I love this. Look at this. Look at that. There's no question about that. Just laid out there, and we saw it. And you know what's really, really interesting and so compelling is that in my little woods area across the street from where I live, I've seen these maple leaves circled in vines, and I'll include a picture of it right here. But you know, just the commonalities and the way they show you, you know, this to me connects this with you know, the activity going around my little area where I live, because there it is, the vine and the maple leaf, and that's the only way I can see it. I think it's pretty remarkable the way that they connect the dots for you with clues, and if you're perceptive and open to them, you will see them like I'm seeing it here. Isn't that beautiful? So a remarkable day. Oh, I better get a still picture of that. So a remarkable day, and today was pretty cool too. That glyph moving was amazing. The initial glyph moving, I don't want to get things confused. The initial glyph moving was frustrating and yet revealing. The second glyph that I said I wanted to take a picture of, but didn't, and then move, was compelling and amazing. This is amazing, how it connects, you know, like I said, my little area across the street with this. Just the little clues. If you're paying attention, they're there for you. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah. Real energy and stuff going on here today. And yesterday, obviously, so. Grateful for the interaction, guys, and grateful to you guys for listening. And sorry for rambling, but like I said, sometimes these days are just frustrating and beautiful at the same time. And it was pretty early in the morning.
Love is alive, and it's alive. Climb your highest mountain, reach your highest line, and you'll see the glory to be. Oh, I wanna be a little love child, a little love child. Oh, love child, that's the only way. Every day, oh, I'm on my side, oh my.